Hello friends, how are you today? We have a very jam-packed video and we are getting started right away with a very special announcement that I have. And that is that I designed not one, not two, but 3 stickers. And this is the first time I've ever done any kind of digital art. The first time I've ever really made a sticker from start to finish or really designed anything. So I am extremely proud of myself. I did something I've never done before, something I really thought I could never do because I just didn't think I had the skill set to do. I had this idea to make a sticker for the San Francisco Pen Show so that I could share the love and pass out a free sticker. I know there are a lot of stickers for free from vendors and people just being really happy to be amongst like-minded people who enjoy pens and stationery. I really had no idea where to start, so I started looking for some inspiration on what some of the vendors are gonna be offering for their free sticker if you visit their booth. And of course, because it's the San Francisco Pen Show, the Golden Gate Bridge is just a staple, iconic icon for the San Francisco Pen Show. So I really wanted to draw inspiration from there. I knew that I had a phrase or a saying, and it actually is lyrics that I vamped to be stationery related. I really don't know how this got into my head, but it's from the lyrics, "Let's talk about sex, baby," and I made it about "Let's talk about pens, baby, let's talk about stationery." So that's how it's supposed to be read. That's where I got these words from. And I honestly just thought I would do like a Golden Gate Bridge, just like any other sticker or, inspo for San Francisco Pen Show. But I don't know, this light bulb idea just came to me to make the bridge out of fountain pens. The San Francisco show sticker, if you are attending, is a clear matte sticker, and all you have to do is find me and I will give you a sticker. I have so many here to hand out, and I am so excited to share this design that I put together with the help of a friend. She really brought it to life. I had the text and the watercolor for the pen. I just couldn't get it exactly where I wanted it to be. And so I asked my friend Stacy, who has made some stickers before and is an amazing illustrator and who I look up to in terms of honing my skills in watercoloring and drawing and in illustration and now in digital art and sticker making. And so with her help, this baby was born. And so I am so happy and can't wait for you all to see it, and if you are attending, to get one yourself. I actually had to print them express and expedited, and I'm so happy that they are here with plenty of time for me to inspect them and to set up my Kofi. So what I'm going to be doing is handing out the San Francisco exclusive sticker only to those who are attending the SF Pen Show, and then I have 2 stickers for everyone to enjoy who are at home. I will have the other designs. They are "Ask Me About My Pens" and "Ask Me About My Journals." I got the idea because I did an Instagram reel where I was journaling and the text overlay said, "POV, you see someone journaling," and in the caption I asked my followers, if you saw someone journaling, would you approach them? And the common answer was no, they wouldn't, but they would also pull out their fountain pens and journals and hope that the other person would see and then come up to them. I think a lot of us are introverts in this community, but it is really fun to see that we do want some kind of social connection in this hobby. And so I came up with these stickers, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. I will be selling a digital instant download on Kofi starting on Thursday, August 22nd. Any extras that I do not sell during the Pen Show weekend, I will list up on my Kofi as well. So if you don't have printer or sticker paper to use the digital download at home yourself, then you can purchase a vinyl sticker off of my Kofi. Now let's move on to what I'm packing for the SF Pen Show. I decided that I really wanted to have a dedicated bag for stationery events. I got this idea watching everyone getting ready for New York City's Stationery Fest, and so I said, hey, I want a bag for the SF Pen Show. And so I did some digging on Amazon, tried a few different bags, and I landed on a denim bag. I picked this because it gave a nice denim jacket feel with all these different patches, something to make it really eclectic and its own. And I'm really happy with how it turns out. The hardest part was definitely sewing on the patches. I really severely underestimated how long it would take. I thought I would finish this entire what's in my bag and putting together this stationery bag video in 2 hours. Well, it took 2 hours just to sew on one patch. All the other patches, I played around with placement in relation to each other, what I'm going to be holding in the certain pockets, and then of course the pins. I decided to put the pins on the flaps because I do use these front pockets quite often, and I didn't want the items that I put in and out to get stuck from the backings of the pins. I also think that the pins will be a nice way to weigh down the flaps so that they don't curl up over time, and instead the pins will help them lay down. Now let's talk about what I'm bringing for journaling and what pens I'm bringing too at the end of this. So I was going through my storage box of everything at Traveler's Company, and since I already had it out, I started to think about what I might want to journal the SF Pen Show on, and I've decided that I want to use this accordion insert. I think there is going to be just enough space for the amount of days that's going, and while it's a very quick trip, there's going to be a lot jam-packed. I don't think I could fill a full insert or even just a half trip insert. I will be arriving a full day early. I arrive on Thursday early morning. I'll have a full day to sightsee, and then it is the pen show Friday and Saturday, and I am actually leaving very early on Sunday morning, so I'm missing the last day. I saw on Instagram a shop use this sticker as a prop for talking about what they're bringing to the SF Pen Show, and it reminded me that I own it and have it, and motivated me that I should use it as well. I think it's a really good sticker to have maybe on the cover of this insert, and so I think I'll be brave and finally use this sticker instead of hoarding all of the Travelers Company stickers that I have. I went through my stickers and ephemera and was able to find some San Francisco related ones. This is from an Everyday Explorer sticker sheet that someone gifted me. It had a lot of other cities like LA, and so I got the ones that were just pertaining to SF and put them together here. And then I have some other stickers that I thought would relate, like travel related. This next one is actually from Quail and Poppy. It's where I got some of the California related patches from, and this sticker was a freebie with the order. So why not stick it onto the cover as well? We'll see if I actually do use it, but I thought it would be nice because the San Francisco Pen Show, of course, is in California. This next one is my favorite sticker bundle right now. It is from Emma Stationery Haul. I'll try to remember what the brand is, but this all came together in a pack. There is a picnic theme and a cafe theme, and all the illustrations work really well together. I especially like this because of the summer months and there being a lot of activities. So I think this will be the one sticker bundle that really helps keep the accordion insert really cohesive as I work through the different days and everything that's happening around the pen show and the events. So these next items are more for show and tell. I really want to bring my Hobonichi photo journal because it's just so fun to flip through and to have people see in person and get to see what my year has been looking like. And I think this photo journal is a really good way to see the different ways that I journal, how it changes throughout the year, and just to see what I've been up to. I have a lot of backlogging to do. I have these photos in here now. I still need to decorate, but I think that if I do have time to journal, I'll at least be able to pen in the captions to these pages. In terms of TNs, these two are usually the ones that I bring. It is my Stationery Meetup TN in my California Patches Olive, and then my Kofi TN in a Starbucks Reserve. So these are the two that I usually bring because they are filled up a good amount to show and tell friends at a journal meetup, but I also have ongoing spreads that I need to do. So if we do ever have time to actually journal, I have work that I could do. But I'm really trying to limit how much I bring. So I think what I'm going to do is just bring one TN cover and take the Kofi insert and switch it or add it into the other journal. I do really want to bring this insert to share what it's been looking like, and who knows, maybe journal in it, because I foresee us going to a few shops and a few cafes and maybe a boba place. So I don't really use the deco in my Kofi TN. Everything is coffee and tea, but I've been watercoloring lately and just getting some stickers from the shop and using the logo on the cups. So I really haven't been using the deco all that much that's in the TN. So I'm really okay not getting everything else that's in this TN setup and just taking out the insert. For this one, it is my Stationery Meetup TN, and it is the TSL insert. It is my favorite cover by far. Of course, it's pretty fitting to bring my California Patches TN with the pen show being in SF. Again, I do usually have some ongoing spreads I need to backlog, so if there ever really is any time to journal, I'm at least bringing inserts that I can work in, as well as some completed spreads to show and share. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in. This TN is already double stringed, so it makes it easy for me. It is the perfect amount of chunky to hold. It feels really substantial. It's not overly full. And so I think this is my best solution for everything to be manageable. So right here is what I'm going to be bringing alongside shopping that I know I'm going to add into my bag. I don't think I'm going to lug around my Hobonichi. I'll probably keep it with my journaling tote and leave deco supplies and my tools in my journaling tote at the hotel. And that way, if there is a planned journal meetup or a planned journaling session, then I can go ahead and grab my journaling tote. But I will keep the accordion insert and this California TN on me in my bag on the show floor in case of those moments that I want to share or take a photo of my TN around the show floor. I've added a few things since the beginning clip of putting this bag together. I got a keychain from a friend and a button from our local stationery group, and so I'm really glad how this is progressing. It's going to be really hard to leave some empty space to slowly build up this stationery bag, but let's go ahead and fill it and I'll show you what I carry. I always have this portable battery, and I love this because it can really charge my phone 3 to 4 times without having to recharge the battery itself. And I'll have a wire, of course, with it. Because I'm going to be filming at the SF Pen Show, it's really important for this to be with me. I don't like to have loose things in my bag, and there's not a lot of pockets and compartments on the inside of this bag, so I'm going to make use of all of the TSL pouches that I have. When I'm carrying around a TN, I love this Superior Labor Travelers Company collab pouch. This is a medium size and it fits a standard TN wonderfully. I am going to bring a pen pouch, but I don't think I'm going to have it in my bag. I don't think I'm going to need my tools at all on the pen show. I'll make sure to keep maybe my 𝘎𝘠𝘧𝘕 nib, my fountain pens, of course, that I'm going to be getting ground down or inspected. But as far as my tools like my glue tape and tweezers, scissors, and things like that, I'm going to leave it in my journaling tote until a planned journal session or journal meetup. This second small TSL pouch that you see in the color mocha is all of my personal things that I bring around. It's got my AirPods in it, chapstick, my Uniball 1 pen as my wallet planner pen. The next thing I think I'm going to have with me on the show floor is this plotter. It currently has my finance tracking in it, but I'm going to gut it and convert it to be my pen floor planner. I'm going to print out the show maps and have them in here along with the vendor list, and then have a bunch of loose paper ready for stamping. Those are honestly the main journal items. The other things I'm going to have to bring are really related to me content creating and filming. This pouch usually holds the microphones that I'm going to be using, but I'm going to have a tripod as well, and so that will fit into my bag when I'm not actively filming. But I've got to keep a lot of things minimal because I'm bringing so many different things for different reasons. So these pouches are really handy. They're all a different color, so I know exactly what each one is for. And then I know it's going to get pretty hot. I'm also just in my third trimester, so I think it's nice to have this option of a handheld fan. So that is going to go in here. And honestly, looking at my bag right now, it looks like it's going to be heavy. So I think I need to minimize as much as I can, even more, because I'm going to still be adding things that I'm purchasing throughout the day. This is my usual journaling tote bag, my tried and true tote bag, and this is pretty much all the deco that I usually have on me. This is my pet tape storage insert that I configured, and honestly, everything in here has been in these pockets for more than a year, maybe a year and a half, some of these even 2 years. And same thing goes for my sticker release insert. I have two inserts here that are connected with a connecting band, and a lot of these stickers in here have been in here for a long time. So I am slowly going through this. It really helps that everything is ready to use and ready to go. It's just hard to find a place and time to match the deco for what I need. This second insert holds all pet tape girls, and I've really enjoyed this method of separating girls and other elements. It's just really helpful for me to be able to pick one quickly and then start decorating around the girl. This next pouch is definitely working its way up to be one of my stationery favorites this year. It is the High Tide LA Nahi Wide pouch in the color clear brown. And I got this pouch with the intention of it to hold my photos when I'm getting ready to work on my 𝘎𝘕𝘠 photo a day journal, but it's the perfect size to hold these washi sample cards. My entire collection of washi's are on sample cards except for a few newer rolls, and I really enjoy going through everything that I have and pulling out what fits for the season, what fits the deco style that I'm usually doing currently, and fitting it in this pouch has been really nice because I don't get overwhelmed looking at the 100 sample cards that I actually have in my bigger collection. I can carry around 10 to 15 sample cards and it fits really nicely. The length of it looks really nice too on top of a TN, and it's kind of a great companion for the TN size. So here's all the deco that I pretty much have on me at all times when I am traveling and when I am going to cafe journaling setups, meetups, and then I'll have my pen pouch with all of my brush liners, all of my tools, and my 𝘎𝘕𝘠. So this bag is pretty much going to stay like this and stay in the hotel room unless there's a planned meetup or a moment that we think we might have some time to sit down and where we're not shopping. As for fountain pens, last but not least, this is my entire pen collection. All the pens that are a little forward and pushed up are the pens that are currently inked. I have a nib appointment with Kirk Spear from Pen Realm. He is the only nibmeister that I have tried and gotten nibs ground down from. I ordered from him brand new and had some grinds done, and so now that I have some experience and I've figured out what I like, I'm going to get my first gold nib ground down, and it is the 𝘕𝘬𝘢 matcha latte pen. It is a medium nib and I'm going to get it with a cursive smooth italic. So I want to keep the width, I just want it to be a little thinner on the horizontal stroke. The next pen is the Yoseka Home Pen. It's in a fine nib and I just need it to be tuned and smoothed. I really want it to write like my Pro Gear Cafe Crema. My Cafe Crema is really smooth and buttery for a fine nib. I got really lucky because that was my first Pro Gear, and honestly that experience is what led to this huge collection of my Pro Gears. The next pen here is a Sailor 1911 large Kagero pen, and it's in an extra fine, and I've always felt like there was something off with the nib. I'm actually going to be doing a nib grinding and nib tuning workshop hosted by Sunny Co, and so I'm bringing that pen to be my workshop pen. I know it's a little risky because it's a 21 karat gold nib, but they're going to be providing supplies and I will not touch it with any of the grinding materials unless I actually see with the magnifier that there is something wrong, and maybe I can ask them to show me how to do it. And I just want to bring a pen that I know is a good example of I can feel that something's wrong with it. I know that something's wrong with it. So then I can actually have a learning experience with the nib tuning workshop. The rest of the pens I'm pretty much just bringing because I want to share with my friends, Eileen, and she wants to try out some of these pens, specifically my Calico Platinum 3776 Century. I have an old stock pen with an 18K nib, and I swear that the 18K is very soft and bouncy. I was really shocked when I had a modern platinum nib, and so I'm pretty scared to get more Platinum 3776 pens with a modern nib because I'm really spoiled by that 18K. So we are going to compare and see how our pens differ from each other. I am bringing my Leonardo 1.1mm stub just so that my friend can also try, but I'm going to have to clean out some of these pens later so that I can get them ready for my tuning and grind appointments. But I do have this spare Sailor Pro Gear Slim medium fine nib, so I am going to bring this because this would be another nib that I would love to work on at the workshop. It is a spare nib in medium fine that I think I could switch around. I do have a fine Sailor that I would love to switch up to a medium fine. Maybe I can make this a really wet flowing nib, and that would be really cool to have as an alternative. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are at the San Francisco Pen Show and you happen to watch this before you attend, please message me and try to find me so you can get a free sticker from me. For anyone staying at home, I hope you enjoy the stories and the upcoming videos like my San Francisco vlog and San Francisco Pen Show haul. Please check out my Kofi if you're interested in one of my first sticker designs, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.